Hey YouTube, matches 860. Smoking Billy Budd out of a Duca Carlo Bulldog. My Friday Savinelli look-alike. Gonna talk about Billy Budd this morning. But first I wanted to show you a little something I got. You never know what's going to show up in your mailbox. Rick Black from here on YouTube sent me a personal message and asked if he could send a package along. I said sure. He knows one of my other interests is collecting knives, and I think he fears for my safety doing my videos out here. So he sent this along to me. Help protect me from the wildlife. We certainly have plenty of it this year. A moose was roaming around within a half a mile of here, and I think it finally got hit by a car and got killed, but plenty of fox and all kinds of other stuff. So just a quick review. Back in the fall, decided that in 2013 I'd experiment with English blends. That was brought on partially by my love of Cornell Diehls Big and Burly, but certainly when I tried their Burly Flake number 4 that had Latakia in it, I said, yeah, I'm really ready to explore that route. Was looking at the English blends Cornell and Diehls has to offer. My only fear with Billy Budd was the Maduro cigar leaf that was in the blend. I didn't know if I wanted mixing cigar stuff with pipe tobacco. Billy Budd arrived, and the first bowl was just amazing. It was so amazing. Probably by the second bowl, I was putting away the haunted bookshop and making arrangements to always have Billy Budd close by. Got a little bit to show you. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a mix of light and dark leaf. It's Burley, Virginia, Maduro cigar leaf, and Latakia. Very heavy on the Latakia. The smell of the blend is nearly overpowering, but to me, it's a great smell. On tobacco reviews, it does fairly well, but the biggest complaint that I have seen on there and heard from others is people feel that it's difficult to light. And I'd have to agree, but I've noticed that I tend to give the second usual light I tend to give it a little bit more fire than I would with other blends. Just fantastic stuff. Fantastic. I mentioned the Burley Flake number 4 that I reviewed last fall. And I think I had a little discussion then about how a flake tobacco, the components are subdued because they've been pressed together and the flavors melded. And you get this consistent, very pleasant taste from the start of the bowl right down to the bottom. And while I smoke flakes a fair amount of time, I prefer loose tobacco like Billy Budd, mainly because it's easier to carry around, and while I'm driving it's really easy to just stuff the pipe and then start puffing on it, where flakes are a little more cumbersome. But the other thing is, you never know what you're going to get, because different percentages of the components are burning at any given time. You get these fantastic pops of almost indescribable flavors. Sort of like eating a taco salad. You never get the same components on your fork, and when you put it into your mouth, it might be a little heavy on the sour cream or a little heavy on the meat mixture, or you get a spoonful of onions or whatever. Sort of the same thing with Billy Budd. Smoke's very cool. No tongue bite. This has been my all-day smoke for over a month now. And my initial thought was that it might have been heavy nicotine, which the only thing that's ever really bothered me is Riverboat Gambler. I wound up on the ground when I first smoked that. But after a couple of weeks, I decided to have a bowl of Haunted Bookshop after smoking this, and my head nearly fell off. So obviously I'd gotten off the nicotine smoking this. The other excuse me, great thing about this is the aftertaste that you get. Lasts a couple of minutes when you're finished with a bowl. Another thing that's hard to describe, but very, very pleasant aftertaste. The only thing I can even come close to describing it as is if you've ever opened up a cedar chest, you get that first whiff of the cedar and the linens that are inside. Very soft, pleasant. If somebody had said to me 5 years ago that I'd be smoking Latakia all day long, I would have told them they were crazy. Because at that time, I used to get a very full feeling after smoking a lot of Kia. I don't know if my tastes have changed or what's happened, but I look forward to every bowl of this every day. It's, like I said, just fantastic. That's what I got to say about Billy Budd. It's about 80 degrees right now. It's before 9 a.m. Before it hits 90, I think I'll get back indoors where it's nice and cool. Hope you all have a great weekend.